We both consider ourselves, would you consider yourself a paranormal investigator or just a paranormal worker?
You know, I did put on the website Paranormal Investigator because
Okay.
we do some of that, and it
Okay.
because that's kind of what it, yeah, a little bit. It's not
Okay.
the same as like Ghost Adventures.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
and I think that that's really a good point to point out is that paranormal work can be very diverse. What we see on television, I think you and I both know, is a very sad tribute to the reality of what the work really involves, right? I
Yeah.
mean, isn't that kind of your opinion on it?
Uh,
It's
yeah.
entertaining, but it's so wrong.
I have mixed emotions about it for sure, just because I don't know. I don't know. Do you want to open that can of worms? But
Well,
I
no,
just,
not really. I mean, but I think it's important for people to realize that what they're seeing on television is really just not accurate.
right,
I
for the
mean,
most
is
part.
there some, okay, well,
There
what
are
positive
some
do you think
parts.
comes out of it?
There are some good things that come out of it. I think some of the evidence that I've seen on their shows, I'm like, wow, I don't know, maybe that was an entity that just walked by, um but it's all very dramatic and it's all very put on, and they're actually, a lot of them aren't even helping people. They're actually just stirring up more activity, and I don't know if they realize that. And then clients are left with a mess afterwards. Well, you got a bunch of
Right.
evidence,
Right.
but you still got ghosts.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. If there's even anything going on to begin with, right? So
right,
it's really got an
exactly.
entertainment value. But so
Yeah.
the reality of paranormal work is that people legitimately do call for assistance. And that was one of the things that because, like I said, I think you and I come at it very differently because our niches are a little bit different, but we're still serving people. That's ultimately the goal. People that are having what they consider paranormal experiences. Even if those are psychic experiences, they don't know where to start. So they will look for a paranormal, or I hate the word ghost hunting also, because we're not ghost hunting, we're investigating, we're looking for solutions and answers. So what's the typical client like for you in your work? By the time someone gets to you, I mean, are they looking for something special?
A lot of times the people that reach out to us have already exhausted a lot of their avenues. They've already contacted a lot of
That's what I
paranormal
thought,
groups.
right?
Yeah. And so by the time they get a hold of us, they're kind of at their wits' end. And, what do I do? How do I fix it? There's a variety of clients, though, because some people genuinely are looking for a removal or some kind of clearing. But some people just kind of want the validation also, where they're just,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're not really interested in getting rid of it, to be honest. They just want to know or get some kind of attention about the activity that's going on. And it happens a lot more than you think. But again, typically we're kind of like the last resort. People are like, I'm,
Mm-hmm.
at my wit's end. What do I do? How do I keep my space clear?
Gotcha. And so, well, that raises an interesting question. So, why have these other paranormal groups failed them then? Because I think that that's a really important aspect that a lot of paranormal groups or paranormal investigators, if you're doing it independently, are failing people. So how have those other groups failed them as far as your clients are concerned?
Well, when a paranormal team comes into any highly active area and they start, going through their motions with, their recordings and the EVPs and the videos, um, they're almost invoking this activity because they're trying to get evidence and they're trying to figure out for the client, what's going on. And you can do that a lot with EVPs. And, like I said, video evidence, as much evidence as you can get that this is indeed paranormal. That's not the problem. The problem comes when, after they've stirred up all of this activity, and then they don't have any real solutions for the client as to what to do afterwards. And so the client will have all this information and video evidence, but then they're still kind of stuck with a pissed off spirit. So we have to clean up messes a lot of times from other paranormal groups, which is sad, but it happens.